Happy New Year, CA Hoops fans. Welcome back to CA Hoops Weekly, powered by Under Armour. I'm Bobby Broyles, joined with Rob Washburn. And Rob, as expected, a lot of close games and great finishes after the first pair of conference contests that left three teams sitting atop at 2-0.
Yeah, last week we talked about how competitive and wide open the race for the CA title would be, and it lived up to the hype over the first set of games. 4 of the 10 contests were decided by 3 points or less, and nearly all the games were tight heading into the final 5 minutes. There were a couple of things that caught my attention. First, 4 teams picked up critical victories on the road, which will serve them well down the stretch. Second, offenses took center stage with 6 of the 10 winners topping the 80-point mark and 4 scoring 90 or more. Congratulations to College of Charleston, Elon, and William & Mary for getting off to 2-0 starts, but all 3 of them hit the road this weekend.
Conference action picks up again on Friday night. Let's begin in Newark as Delaware, coming off a 1-1 road trip, to start conference play, return home to take on one of those 2-0 teams, William & Mary, at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, it was a solid start to the season for a young Delaware squad as it opened with a 2-point victory at Trask Coliseum over 2-time defending champion UNCW, and then led preseason favorite Charleston with 13 minutes to go before falling short. The Blue Hens played without top freshman Kevin Anderson in both games, but fellow rookie Ryan Allen stepped up with 4 big second-half three-pointers in the win at UNCW. Delaware shot an impressive 56% against Charleston's tough defense and got a career-high 23 points and 8 rebounds from Eric Carter at Charleston, and he's developing into one of the league's top inside players. The Blue Hens will benefit from a return to the Bob Carpenter Center, but face another tough challenge against a William & Mary squad that continues to blister the nets. The Tribe shot better than 50% from the floor and averaged 87 points as they rallied for exciting victories over Hofstra and James Madison. Nathan Knight posted double-doubles in both games, including a 31-point, 11-rebound, 8-block effort against the Pride, and point guard David Cohn averaged 21.5 points and 6.5 assists. As if that wasn't enough, Connor Birchfield and Matt Milan knocked down clutch late-game three-pointers, and Justin Pierce continues to provide scoring, rebounding, and defense. This sets up to be quite a battle.
Also at 7 o'clock on Friday night, it will be our Game of the Week on College Sports Live from Boston as Northeastern hosts Elon.
Yeah, Northeastern opened the season with a solid road win at JMU, but suffered its first home loss of the year, 71-70 to Hofstra on Tuesday. Point guard Vasa Puchika came up big against the Duke, scoring 24 of his career-high 31 points in the first half, but suffered a hand injury against Hofstra that slowed him down. The big story for the Huskies has been the emergence of sophomore Sean Osias, who poured in a career-high 21 points at JMU, followed with a team-best 20 versus Hofstra. Along with his offense, Osias made 5 steals against the Pride and leads the CA in that category. Now, Elon's off to a 2-0 start in CA play for the first time after topping Drexel and Charleston at home. Offensive balance is the key for the Phoenix, who had 6 players reach double figures against the Dragons and 4 in the comeback win over the Tigers. Danon Swoop scored a team-best 21 points, and Tyler Sebring posted a double-double versus Drexel, while Steven Santa Ana poured in a team-best 17 points, and Dimitri Thompson had 4 points in the final 27 seconds to pull out the victory against Towson. Elon's now 6-0 in the friendly confines of Alumni Gym, but needs to show it can continue that momentum on the road, where it's 2-5 so far this season.
As well on Friday night at 7, our final 2-0 team, College of Charleston, will be in Philly to take on Drexel on CA.TV.
Yeah, College of Charleston was an overwhelming pick to win the CA this season, and the Cougars are starting to roll with victories in 9 of their last 10 games. We always think defense with Charleston, but it was the offense that took center stage as the Cougars shot a season-best 67% and scored 93 points against Delaware and shot 51% against a tough Towson defense. Much of the reason for the offensive resurgence can be traced to the return of junior Jarrell Brantley, who scored a team-high 24 points against the Tigers and followed with a season-best 26 points versus the Blue Hens. His presence has also taken some of the defensive attention away from Joe Chioli, and he responded with 29 points against Delaware and 21 versus Towson. Throw in guard Grant Riller, and this CFC offense is very dangerous. Now, Drexel's coming off a difficult opening road swing at Elon and UNCW, where it played without leading scorer Tremaine Isabel. The good news for the Dragons is they got guards Troy Harper and Miles Overton back in the lineup for the first time since November. Harper averaged 17 points in the 2 games, and Overton also scored double digits in both. So those two, along with Kirk Lee, give Drexel some firepower offensively. The Dragons will need to be better defensively, though, where opponents shot better than 54% and averaged 98 points in the first 2 league contests.
Move along to Sunday at 2 o'clock. We begin with our second CA Game of the Week on College Sports Live from Boston as Northeastern welcomes JMU. These 2 teams played each other just over a week ago, Rob.
Yeah, both teams will certainly be familiar with each other as the Huskies defeated the Dukes 81-70 last Saturday. Now, Northeastern got off to a fast start in that game, but JMU made some adjustments defensively and got as close to 76-70 with 2 minutes to go. We've already talked about the Huskies and how important it will be to close out this 3-game homestand with some wins before heading out on the road for 3 straight contest. It's also an important weekend for the Dukes, who started 0-2 at home and now head north to face Hofstra and Northeastern. JMU's played well in stretches, but needs to avoid lapses that can happen with such a young team. One big positive for the Dukes early in CAA play has been the emergence of freshman big man Dwight Wilson, who came off the bench to contribute career highs of 13 points and 8 rebounds versus Northeastern and followed with 12 points against William & Mary. Having an inside presence will make things easier for JMU's talented stable of backcourt players led by Stuckey Mosley.
Wrap up at 4 o'clock Sunday on CA.TV with Elon finishing up their northern road swing with a trip to Hofstra. Two offensive-minded teams in this one, Rob.
Yeah, this one should be a lot of fun as two teams that really can put points on the board go head-to-head. Now, we've already talked about Elon's balanced offense that averaged over 82 points and made 25 threes in the first two CA games. Hofstra counters with the CAA's most dynamic scorer and junior Justin Wright Foreman, who poured in a career-best 36 points at William & Mary and followed with a team-high 27 points in the win at Northeastern. The numbers he's putting up are staggering, with double digits in 36 straight games and 20 more points 11 times already this season. The Pride also has other weapons with versatile wing Eli Pemberton and dominant big man Rokas Gustis, who's coming off a double-double against the Huskies. Hofstra's already played two down-to-the-wire games already in CA play, and this one has all the makings of another one.
Now here's a look at the rest of this weekend's action around CA basketball.
The month of March is not for the weak. If you want to get to the big dance, the road starts here. Every practice, every game leads to this moment. Win or go home. The CAA tournament is coming to Charleston March 3rd through 6th. 10 teams, one goal: to be crowned champion. Go to CAAsports.com for more information.
CASports.com will have all the information you need regarding links to live stats, video, and audio coverage. Also, fans, you can see all of the CA.TV action on several devices such as Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, and Android TV by downloading the CA.TV app that is available now.
You can also continue to follow the league on Facebook and Instagram by searching CA Sports. We're also on Twitter at CA Basketball using the hashtag CA Hoops.
That is it from us today. Thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the games this weekend.